Community Focus, where we take a look at activities and events in our area, highlight organizations that are making an impact on our residents, and go behind the scenes of local attractions, among numerous other things. Our community has so much to offer and so much good. Let's make the good our focus every day. Thanks for joining us. Today we visit Bristol Motor Speedway, and we'll talk to Claudia Bird as we turn our focus to Speedway Children's Charities.
I'm Claudia Bird, and I'm the director of the Bristol chapter of Speedway Children's Charities. Well, Speedway Children's Charities is a nonprofit organization. It's kind of the part of the Speedway that gives back to the community. You know, Bruton Smith, who owns our Speedway, started Speedway Children's Charities in 1982 when he lost his son to SIDS. And he said the one group of people that can't help themselves are children. So his goal was to raise money for children in the area around, at that time it was Charlotte Motor Speedway. As he's purchased and built more speedways, every one of his speedways has a chapter of Speedway Children's Charities. And our goal is just to raise money to make a difference in the lives of the children right here in our own community. So all the money we raise stays right here. So we have been blessed that we serve 18 counties, 9 in Northeast Tennessee and 9 in Southwest Virginia. I definitely think the Bristol chapter of Speedway Children's Charities is successful because we are blessed to have a community that supports us. We have amazing partnerships with companies. They understand our mission, they believe in what we do, and they're there to help and support us. You know, the community is just, it's amazing how they continue to come out year after year to support Speedway and Lights and the other events that we do. But realizing we want them to come and have a good time, that's very important to us. But we also want them to come and realize that just by coming to have fun at Speedway and Lights, you are making a difference in the lives of thousands of kids. So come out, have a good time, and make a difference at the same time. But we really couldn't do what we do to the extent we do it without the relationships we've formed with partners. You know, we consider those partners. We have all the businesses that partner with us during the year. They make it possible. They help us do what we do and help us do it as well as we do. So we couldn't do it without them. Last year, we were blessed that we gave a record amount of money away. We gave over $800,000 away to 90 amazing nonprofit children's organizations. That was great. That was the good news. It was a great celebration for the best year we've ever had. You know, we help people. We have money for children, for food, for clothing, for quality after school care, children with disabilities, children with special needs, unfortunately children who have been abused. All types of organizations were helped with this money, and that's the great news, and that was a lot to celebrate. The sad news was we had over $1.3 million requested. So we raised a lot of money and helped a lot, but there's still lots of organizations out there that need it. They're viable organizations that need our help. We've just never been able to raise enough money to meet at least a portion of all the need there. So that's why we work harder and harder year after year, try to do more events and try to raise more money for the kids in the community. Well, you know, Speedway and Lights, of course, is our biggest fundraising event. That's how we raise the majority of our money. And of course, we also have the HVAC ice rink too. So that's great. So, you know, we want people to come out. Of course, this year it's the 20th year of Speedway and Lights, powered by TVA. We're so excited about that. But the thing that's most important is we do that, and it's good, but we have to do other things throughout the year. So, you know, we're blessed that we have a Speedway here, and we have people coming in for races, and of course this past year for a football game. So we have people coming in from all over the country just to be at our venue, and it's a place they love being. So while they're here, we like to try to have activities and events so they can spend their money and help support the kids in our community. So we have golf tournaments, shooting tournaments, we do cornhole tournaments, we have dinners with former, drivers that come in and just kind of have a fun evening. We do auctions, online auctions, live memorabilia auctions. We did a 50-50 raffle this year. We did a big dinner around our battle at Bristol, had a celebrity golf tournament. We'll try to do all types of events. We want to give people, at the same time we're doing these events to raise money, we want to give race fans who are coming into town the opportunity to maybe do something they couldn't otherwise do. Like we offer that they can ride in a real race car with a driver and go around the track. And that's something they are excited about doing, but they're raising money for kids by doing it for us. So, we're here, we think about that too. We think about not only that we're doing it to raise money, but what experience can we give a race fan coming in, or something they could do that could be fun for them but help us at the same time.
When we come back, we're going to talk about a separate grant that is awarded annually by Speedway Children's Charities. Keep watching BTES Power 7. In 2011, the Bristol chapter of Speedway Children's Charities established the Jeff Bird Grant in honor of longtime General Manager and President of Bristol Motor Speedway. Jeff unfortunately passed away on October 17, 2010. The $50,000 grant is given to one organization each year at the annual Night of Smiles celebration by Claudia Bird in honor of her late husband. One of the recipients of this grant was the Bristol YMCA. John Mack will now tell us how this grant is helping our community.
Well, the project was to build an indoor play structure that we could use 365 days a year, rain or shine, right here in the kids' gym, and to be able to open that facility to community members for different projects and programs. The application process was easy. We just had to talk about what was important to us to build a play structure, and that we were building a permanent memorial. It's what we wanted to do to Jeff Bird, so that when the kids see his name here in the kids' gym, they'd ask, well, who is that? And ask about the exceeding expectations, and we could use that as a values lesson. Oh, it meant a lot to us. This was something that was our dream, to really enhance this kids' gym. We had the kids' gym open for children to come and play while their parents are working out. And we had some different areas in it and some toys in it, like the sports wall and the climbing wall. But most of it was games that we played with the kids, and when we got the play structure, it just turned it into a whole new area. There are at least 50 to 100 children a day that use the kids' gym, and the way we had it built, we specified how we wanted it built, and we wanted it built large enough that adults could go in it too. So when we have younger children, adults can go in with them, they can play with them, and our teens can go into the play structure. It's strong enough to house the teens, and they enjoy that. And you'll see a beeline from them coming after school right up to the kids' gym before the little children arrive, that they can play in the structure. The play structure impacts the membership and the community in that we really encourage active play. And we want kids to exercise per day, an hour per day, but oftentimes that's not an exercise class. Well, just running around, climbing up and down, sliding, crawling back up through the structure, they'll do that for hours on end, and they get that hour of active play. What we found is that kids that are in our after-school program get about 5,000 to 7,000 more steps per day than the children that are not in the after-school program. We worked with the children to bring the design together and said what did they want, and they helped us find different things that they wanted as a part of it. One of the main things they wanted was a slide. So we looked at the slides that they had, and we bought the largest double slide that we could possibly get, so that it was big and long, and the people from the play structure helped us build it, and they never looked either that there was no way to get that slide into the building. So we had to put a forklift in the front of the building and take the windows out and lift it into the windows and carry it straight down the hall into the kids' gym, because there was no way it would go up steps. We partner with a lot of different groups, including the Speedway. One of them is Rivers Way, and the Rivers Way kids are special needs children. And they oftentimes use the play structure as well as the teen center here at the Y as a part of their exercise program that they come in 4 days a week after school to be a part of. We partner with children's charities with our teen program, and every race we're there to help sell 50/50 tickets or whatever the children's charity is selling at that time to raise money. We'll help them in changing light bulbs for the Speedway and lights, and we've even squeezed slimy water out of the sharks for the Sharky 500. It's something that we also do the water table at the races, the 5K races. So the teams will be there to work the race and be a part of it, and they know that, hey, we're helping the community. We're a partner with Speedway Children's Charity. The continued support of Speedway Children's Charity is critical to our mission. It allows us to work with teens that can no longer afford to come into programs that we offer, and it gives scholarships in addition to the money that we raise so that they can go to training events in Ohio and North Carolina and all around the region with YMCA teen leadership training events, as well as going to Leader School during the summer. Leader School is a week-long program that teaches teenagers how to use their leadership skills and how to be a leader. We also take a service trip during the summer and go to Special Olympics, where for 3 days we are the people that run the track and field for the Special Olympics, and we're along with 250 other YMCA teenagers that are there with 3,500 athletes. So it's a really neat experience. We then expand that to be able to go to places like Kings Island and Cedar Point and make the trip into something that the teens are not only coming back and saying, hey, I had a great service project, but man, did I have fun on the roller coasters. At the Night of Smiles this year, Speedway Children's Charities gave away over $1 million, and that was to all kinds of different children's agencies that really count on the money. It makes programs in this area that are vital to the children of our area possible. I mean, a lot of it is not possible without the support of Speedway Children's Charities, which really, Claudia and Betsy just do a fantastic job.
When we come back, we're going to hear more from Claudia about the goals of Speedway Children's Charities and about how you can get involved. Keep watching BTES Power 7.
Of course, our goal always year after year is to, raise more money than we did the year before, simply because we know the needs there. And that's kind of what drives us. It's hard to tell people no. And especially when they're really a great nonprofit organization. They're the people who do the work with the kids. We're just making their job a little bit easier. So we're always hoping, this year our goal is to have the biggest year ever for Bristol Motor Speedway and for Speedway Children's Charities, and it will be. It is the biggest year ever. That there's still need out there. I don't know, we're the stopping place. People always tell us we need to expand our area and go further out than we do, serving the 18 counties we do. But we think if you can't serve all of the people in the 18 counties you serve, it's not time to spread out. We need to concentrate that. And the reason we chose these 18 counties were the people who work in the Tri-Cities area, these are the places they live. And these are their children. So those are the people that we want to reach out and support. So, the future is we're always looking for new events to do. If anybody has any great ideas, we're more than willing to listen to them. We want to add new things. We want to continue to do the things that work, but you've got to add new things and do different things to be able to raise more money. So, the outlook, I think the outlook is great for the future of Speedway Children's Charities in this community. Well, and I've probably said it before, but I think the main thing I want people to know is that the money we raise is given back to the community every year, and every penny of it stays right here and serves the children in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. And that's very important to us, that they know that we're using the money. Like when we give the money away, that's going to be gone. I mean, when Speedway and Light starts, the bank is empty. Then we have to start all over again. So we need people to know that we are raising money. So come out and support us. Yeah, maybe you've been to Speedway and Lights before, and that's great. But come out. It's a fun, inexpensive evening with your family. Come out and do it thinking, I'm helping kids by doing this. I'm going to have a good time. It's a great family activities. We all know that people tell us stories of how They had a first date at Speedway and Lights. We had a couple that got proposed last year at Speedway and Lights. Their first date had been here, and several years later he proposed here. So, it's a great place, and we're blessed to have this in our community. A lot of people vote us, one of the best light shows. We couldn't do what we do without, though, the support of the Speedway and the employees here, because they're the ones who put up those lights every year, and we had families come out this weekend of our employees and change the light bulbs. So it is a team effort here at Bristol Motor Speedway. So yes, we are the philanthropic side of the Speedway, but it's a team effort. We all are in this together. A lot of times agencies come out and help change light bulbs. Agencies are great volunteers during our events, and we just offer. We don't tell them they have to, but we always give them an opportunity. Would you like to come out and help us? We need lots of volunteers for our events, and we have amazing agencies, and they step right up to and say, yes, we'll be there, and we'll be there to help you. Some long days sometime, but they're great, and they have great attitudes, and they believe in what we're doing, so they're great ambassadors for us in the community. Speedway and Lights is our kind of signature fundraising event. And when we moved here and Speedway Children's Charities was started, we had to have kind of a signature event. The other Speedways had black tie dinners, and we decided that wasn't what we needed for the Tri-Cities area. And our thought was, this was Jeff and I, our thought was, well, let's do something that children can enjoy as well as will benefit children, that every family can be a part of, not just a select few. And we had lived in Winston-Salem, and there was a light show at Tanglewood, and we would sit in line like everybody does here and wait to go every year for the lights. So we asked Brute permission and his blessing, and he lent us the beginning money to buy the first displays. So we built it, and we weren't sure if anybody would come. We felt like Field of Dreams. If you build it, will they come? But they did. And they came, and they came. And the first year we were just like 1.75 miles. So it was, wasn't very big. It wasn't many displays, but people came out of the woodwork. And long lines down the highway. So we got so excited about that. And of course, then you get the momentum and you want to build every year, and normally in a normal year, we try to add things every year, sometimes embellishment, just really make it a little bit better show. Other times we'll have new displays that we add, but every year we try to add things. And normally right after our August race, we start putting up the lights. Our employees get them out, they're stored, and we start changing the light bulbs and putting them all up. Well, of course, this year that didn't happen because of the football games. And so we were about a month behind on where we normally started doing the lights. But we knew that going in and had planned for that. We knew we had extra help come in to get the displays out and get them up. And it just is amazing. And, we're a great team. So we did this together, and people kind of dropped everything and went over and helped when needed. So yes, it's great. The fun thing for me this year, my favorite thing, is last year, the Sea of Illumination had to be moved because of construction. It's back where it belongs this year, which is one of my favorite things. So when they told me, they set that up very first and said, it's where you want it. And I am very happy. Saw it this morning. But other things, we have added some more lights. We know we have well over 2 million lights, but we've added some more. We're going to do some things a little different this year. But we're going to have a live nativity for about 2 weeks during the show, and you'll be able to come out, and people are going to help us and have this nativity. And when it's not in action, the animals will still be there, and the children can see those. So that's going to be kind of fun, something new we've never done before, we've never tried. But we'll find out this year how it works. And then, since it's our 20th year, to celebrate that, we're going to give 20 days of giving. So we're going to give back to the community for 20 days. And it may be that every car that comes through one night may get something, a coupon to somewhere or something that they get. Or it may be that every car that comes in that night gets to register to win a nice prize at the end of the evening. But somehow we're going to give back to the community, because we couldn't do what we do without them. So therefore, we want to give back to them. We want them to know how much we appreciate what they do. So we thought this is a perfect year to celebrate the people that come to Speedway and Lights and give back. Well, Speedway Children's Charities couldn't make the money and give it away, the money we do, if it weren't for the events that we do and the community support. So, of course, Speedway and Lights is going to be running from November 18th through January the 7th. The ice skating rink is going to be up until January the 15th, so come out and support that. Then don't forget, we're going to have races next year, and we'll have events that are going on throughout the year. And the community has all kinds of, we advertise those, so the community has opportunities to be a part of that. So come and be a part of that. Come and have fun with some of your best friends and do things knowing that you're raising money for kids. We couldn't do it without you. Our passion is children. Our passion is the children in this community. We love making a difference, and you can help us make a difference in the lives of thousands of children. And if anyone wants any more information about Speedway Children's Charities, you can go to the Bristol Motor Speedway website at bristolmotorspeedway.com or our website, which is speedwaycharities.org. And we'd be glad to have any suggestions you have, and we'd love and welcome you to any event we're having.
Thanks for watching this episode. Be sure to come out to Speedway and Lights and support your local chapter of Speedway Children's Charities. Keep watching BTES Power 7.